Hello, I'm Jeremy Cluff. Today we're going to be going over the proper way to lunge your horse and prepare it to be rode. A lot of people think that they've got to lunge a horse to get it tired or kind of wore out or get the buck out or whatever before they ride it. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but we're going to teach you how to take that whole 20-minute process that most people take. We're going to compact it down to about 2 to 3 minutes, and so where you can get on that horse and go for a ride right away. Now this is Lola. She's a 3-year-old Appaloosa mare. I've got about 12 to 15 rides on her. She's come along pretty well, still has a few things to learn. But we're gonna use her today to show you what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna ask her to move out, and when I lunge a horse, I prefer them to be at a trot. A lope or a canter is okay, but they're usually a lot more focused at a trot. And because she's been lunged quite a bit, she kind of knows what I'm talking about and what I want. But what I'm doing here is I'm watching her body language and I'm waiting for her to tell me that she's ready. And when a horse is ready, they're engaged. When a horse is engaged, there'll be a straight line from the pole, which is between the ears, to the top of the tail. They'll be perpendicular to me and they'll give me slack in the rope. She's doing pretty good. She's kind of turning her head into me a little bit, but she's focused, she's paying attention, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop her. Let her stand for just a second and take her the opposite direction. Now some horses may need a little bit more time at first, but after you do this a couple of times, they should be ready to just do it. You know, my goal with horses is to, every time, I should have to do this a little bit less and a little bit less and a little bit less. Now my personal horses, I don't have to lunge at all. I can go out, even if they've been sitting in the corral or in the pasture for a couple of weeks, I can saddle them up, get on them and ride. From time to time, if they show me that they need to be worked a little bit, I'll lunge them for just a second, just to get their mind. Okay, now she's totally engaged to me. She's focused on what I'm doing, and she's waiting for me to tell her what to do. Now all I gotta do is point, and she's gonna go. Okay, she's ready to be mounted. But just for good measure, I'm gonna take her back and forth a couple of times, about half circles, and just make sure that she's really focused on what I'm wanting her to do. Okay, so right now she's ready to take a bit. You know, just to avoid time and doing all that, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this rope around here and tie it onto her. I trust this horse pretty well. And I'm gonna go right ahead, put my foot in the stirrup and mount her. Now this horse is ready to be rode. I didn't have to spend a half hour. I didn't have to spend 45 minutes. One of the things that really gets to me a lot when people call me out and they want me to train a horse, and I'll come get on a young 2 or 3-year-old horse. And when they want to start riding out with me, they go get their broke horse, and then they've got to spend 20 to 30 minutes lunging it to be ready to ride. And here I am on a broke horse, or on a green horse, and they're on a broke horse, and I'm sitting there waiting on them. There's something wrong with that. So through this little short process, you can eliminate all that time that you're using and wasting and spend more time in the saddle enjoying your ride. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a good day.